Yo, I was watching this video where it literally like it's a mixed race fella, right? He talks about this, innit? I think he's from the UK somewhere, but he talks about this, right? He says, look, imagine having no help, no support, none of that. He says, I think he's self-made, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's what his story was, but self-made as in he's a multi-millionaire, right? But in the video he goes, imagine receiving no support, no help, none of that. No one's backing you what you're doing, especially when I'm trying to build a brand, right? But he's talking about his life, I think. And then boom, like you're a millionaire. I mean, this is the conversation I wanted to have with my child, my culture, man, is to understand something. Look, listen, there's a great guy on socials, on YouTube, but like on TikTok as well, right? His name is Gary Vee. He's American, he's from the States, and he talks about this, which is 1 is greater than 0, right? So what this whole, concept is, imagine, you're on socials, or I'm on socials right now, I post a content, it might get like about, usually like, sometimes like my videos goes, I had like, videos that nearly reached about 500,000 views, you know what I'm saying? And I've only been on the socials like for the past like 4.5 months, I'm saying about less than 5 months, I'm saying, since last year. And I was just doing it as a hobby, and I just now go to place and people come and chat to me, right? Imagine this, 1 is greater than 0. Gary Vaynerchuk, right? Check him out. But he talks about this, which is, you might post a content and I might get 500,000 views, or I might even get like, like 30 views, 20 views, 50 views, 70 views, 100 views, 130 views, 150 views, or like a couple hundreds of views, right? But you post regularly, and then someone from like, a company, I don't know, like around the world somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So you could be posting from the UK, or you could be posting from, the States, Canada, or anywhere around the world, right? And then, you post your content, all of a sudden, like, some CEO, like, of a company, or a co-founder, or in the UK terms is managing director of a company, sees your video. So you might get like 50 views, and out of those 50 views, one of that views is a CEO of a company. He watches your videos and he goes, you know what, man, I want him to come and work with something, or work on a project for a company, and then boom, like you get called out to go to another country, and now they making you sign a contract to be on an advert, and they sign you off a $250,000 dollar deal for an advert, you know what I'm saying, and your life changes. So what Gary Vee, like of socials, I put his tag so you can check him out. He's on TikTok as well, but he's on YouTube. He's American, but he talks about this. It's just that you post the content and boom, like like his story was he started wine libraries. So he's I think he was from like somewhere like near Soviet Russia, like, but not in Russia, but a country that was part of Soviet Russia, like but his family was, you know what I'm saying. And then he started wine library, and he was trying to promote his dad's business. And so his dad's business was at that time pulling in, about I think about a few million, about 1-2 million dollars. And it was okay, it was a family run business, but he's been in the wine business because it's his dad's business, right? So he started the socials, and for about 2 years he was posting a video, like literally was posting videos every day for 2 years, where he would do wine tasting, like when you just shake the wine and you take a you just smell it, and review, those wine videos, right, with some cheese and stuff, and be like, what's good to eat with this, what's good to eat with this particular wine. He would just give some reviews. For 2 years no one gave a fuck, I'm saying, no one gave a shit, you know what I'm saying. Everyone was like, well, who's this guy? Like, people literally was writing comments like, who the fuck is this guy, who's this guy, like trying to talk about wine. You got wine experts out there going, who's this guy, you know what I'm saying. It's like fancy, like fancy wine shops that have like these people wearing those fancy glasses, you know what I'm saying. And so after 2 years no one was giving a fuck about his videos, and after 2 years his videos just went viral because he had a log of archives of video that people eventually that turned to his channel, saw all them videos, and was like, you know what. So overnight, after 2 years, about 365 days a year, right, 366 days, right, 365 days, that's about over 700 days no one gave a fuck about his videos. And then literally boom, like that, with a click of finger, his life changed, I'm saying. And then he went viral, and then he went to Jimmy Fallon's show and Ellen DeGeneres shows, and he was, you know, talking to him about, you know, this being a wine expert, so I'm saying, working for his dad's company. And then he made his dad's company go from a few $1 million business to a $60-70 million business, so I'm saying. So, hey man, what I'm trying to tell you is one is greater than zero, man. I might make a video, you might make a video, right? Out of those one video, it has to be just one viewer who's a CEO of a company. Now, invites you, you get to speak on a stage, or you do some a business deal or like a contract, now your life changes. So underestimating that one is why people don't start, so I'm saying. So hey man, Brown's brand is here to stay, man. I'm gonna sit down, I've, you know, just shredded a whole bunch of stuff from Brown born year 1994. What we're gonna do is then put everything together and you know, just speak to my larger collectives sometimes this week when we have the Browns launch, and I'm gonna be flying out to a country. I'm gonna have a great time while we do that, you know what I'm saying. I gotta speak to my cousins and see if they wanna have me still in Canada, do you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go Canada. I'm gonna go travel around Canada. Maybe like go to Vancouver, travel to Toronto, do a whole bunch of stuff, do you know what I'm saying? But hey, I try my culture, man. I know this is on the digital space, and I get really mobbed by, like, you know, school, you know, kids in there, like, you know, year 10, year 11s and sixth formers and college kids, uni kids and stuff. Like, and it's bizarre to me that this whole fan thing, do you know what I'm saying? I just put it out there for whoever, which is, you know what I'm saying, around the world. But hey man, we're building the brand, and I just want to tell you, man, it comes back to that one is greater than zero, but it's also taking no for an answer. You know, this brand was built when I first, you know, started posting content. I had a lot of, hey, I had people coming up and be like, you know what, you know, we're going to bury him 6 feet under, you know what I'm saying? But the truth is, the brand speaks for itself, man. I know, like, you know, I have to post some stuff up, which I've shredded out, you know, Brown born year 1994. But what I'm trying to tell you is, I'm way more focused on the value I could provide, and I'm gonna have, you know, Brown Boy BTS 7, which is going to have the content I've posted, just to talk about some challenges I've had with communities that's not even part of my community having an issue with me, because I'm on socials, man. So I'm saying, like, you know, everybody can be on social, so that's that. But look, listen, I go with the whole concept of, you know, it's all about, you know, having an abundance mindset over a lack mentality, which I'm saying, abundant mindset over a lack mindset, abundance mentality over a lack mentality. Because when you're abundant, you're inspired. You look at someone who's doing something, you're like, you know what, let me go and do that, I'm saying. And you got someone who, you know, potentially is out there with a lack mentality, and they just want to be in desperation. They look at someone who's doing something, they want to hate, or they want to complain, hate, blame, complain. What's that? Is it hate, blame, complain, or they want to sabotage? I'm saying we don't got time for that. We're here to build and create, and that's what this brand is about, man. I'm saying, so hey, peace of love. I'm saying, let me get on a stage, man. I want to go on a TED talk. I'm saying, I want to go stand in front of like 500 people. I used to be a public speaker. I'm saying, it comes natural for me, but I want to be on a stage and speak to people, man. Speak to people, go network with people, man, and probably go to conferences in Excel centers and get it going on. But it's all about growth, man. It's all about progress. I'm saying this brand has, you know, it's built. It's the whole motto is legacy over currency. I mean, when you focus on legacy, long-term legacy, right, the currency will come up. I'm saying, but hey, man, wait till I pull up to you know, my country or place that I want to be at, and we do something great. I'm saying, but look, listen, my trauma culture, man. Anyone tell you that you can't do something? Tell them the fuck up. I'm in a little bit cool.